go. Come on. Oh, it's different. Okay. Just to remind you, we're going to finish up chapter 14 today, and I'll post a homework assignment uh, late tonight. You guys will have till end of next week, but if you work on it earlier, it'll be also kind of a practice for the exam. I want to briefly talk about the exam format. You're going to see a screen like this, uh, which has a lot of components. One component is any Excel, I mean, this is for a different course, but any Excel templates we have developed, I'm going to attach those. If you want to use them, you can download them and use them. In terms of the exam, you get to pick among three different exam types. The first one is traditional multiple choice, which means I'm going to give you 20 questions. I mean, this specific exam has 32, but you're going to give me 20 answers. So let's go ahead and pick that one. And on each, you don't get 3 attempts on the exam, but you get 3 attempts for each question. If you get the answer right on the first attempt, you get 100% of the point value. If you get it right in the second attempt, you get the 70% of points value. And if you get it right on the third attempt, you get 40%. These are 5-choice multiple choice. So even if you randomly pick these things on a statistical expectation basis, you should be getting 42. Okay. You could be unlucky. You could get less than that or more than that, but on average, not that I expected, but if the average of if the minimum of mean and median is below 75, I'm going to curve the scores. Otherwise, I won't. And the curve is a power curve, which means if you get a 98, more than likely the curve score, depending upon the distribution, would be 98 and a half. But if you get a 40, that may go up to, depending upon distribution, anywhere from 50 to 55 or something like that. And let me get this up here. Test rules. Obviously, you're going to have, less than 140 minutes. This is for a cumulative final exam. And there will be also, running clock over there that tells you how much time you got left. You are allowed to use your physical textbook and any paper notes you may have written yourself. If you have written notes into something like Google Docs, I'll allow you to use them. You can obviously use Excel for any calculations if you want to make your calculations and just dumb calculator. That's your business. But Excel is a great calculator, either using templates I provide or just Excel itself. You're not allowed to use cell phones or any other communication devices. So put them into your bags. I mean, if you may be expecting an emergency phone call, obviously, you should not have it on silent. But other than that, keep it on silent. And the only apps on your screen may be the exam is launched through a browser. So that exam and plus any Excel or calculator app. If I see a browser window, even if you're not doing anything, I'm not going to like that too much. You can't use any AI tools or search engines or anything that communicates, your Gmail and that sort of stuff. Since I had issue with this before, if I have not listed anything here explicitly, that means it is banned. Okay. Anything that didn't say I'm allowing it, assume it's banned. 2 years ago, I had an issue with that with a student, and but you didn't say, tag was not allowed. I'm telling you, you can't search anything, but I have kids who are students, so I get it. If you didn't have these things in our generation, if you were going to cheat, either you had some sort of cheating or you kind of looked at your friends. There was one exam, it was my senior year. I was taking the second accounting class. No, junior year. It's the final exam, 3 hour exam. I was pretty much done in an hour. I was the top of the class anyway. Just as I was about to leave, somebody grabs my exam paper. I had to wait there for 2 hours. It's the law of Omerta. Uh, for 2 hours for my exam paper to come back to me. What are you going to do? All right. And the way this is going to be, topics are divided into core topics and additional topics. Core topics are the things that I would be embarrassed if you didn't do it at a good level as a teacher. You give an answer, turned out to be correct. It updates number of points that you get. It also tells you number of possible points. Oh man, they're all A's. Something like this. As you can see, I didn't get this right in 3 attempts. So on and so forth. Uh, Numerical questions will be 1,500 points each. Non-numerical, basically questions that require you to calculate something, will be worth 1,500 points. And non-numerical are going to be 1,000. But roughly half the points come from numerical questions, half the points come from conceptual stuff. For this exam type, that's all you need. Let me close this and reopen it. Let me see. Spring 2000. Where the hell was it? Okay. First, let me take care of this attendance issue. That's the first type. I give you 20 questions, you give me 20 answers, and you get 3 attempts in each. The second type, about half of the questions are from optional topics, okay? Or, you know, from additional topics, but instead of randomly picking the topics for you, I will let you pick uh, your own topic uh, from a limited list. Just to give you an idea, this is from a different kind of exam, but I would basically give you these 3 topics: dividend growth model, MPV scenario, whatever. And the question you're going to get is going to be from that topic. Pick the topic. Each of these typically have 3 topics. Pick the topic that you feel the strongest at.